Good day, my triggers. Welcome back to my Let's Play Chrono Ninja. Last time we made it here to 12,000 years in the past, according to Robo. Which is actually wrong because we are not 12,000 years in the past. We're actually 13,000 years in the past because we started at 1000 AD. Anyway, yeah, we go to this, or we wound up or whatever in this, like, cold place. With a very, like, magical, advanced looking place on the bottom. Why does it look all, like, fancy? Yeah, I know, it was just here. Yeah, I know. I just wanted to show this. Why does this structure... Oops, I thought I pressed left. Maybe if you press any direction but down, you go back. But why did that exist down on the surface? Like, I thought it'd be all, like, primitive and whatnot on the surface. I actually don't remember what this is. Oh, okay, never mind. This is how we go back down. Okay, so you have to go up and down a couple of times to hit up this place. I'm actually pretty stoked to be here because there's actually a shop in here. We can actually, like, buy, like, better stuff. I've been rocking this red katana for, like, friggin' ever. And still got, like, the iron helmet, which is only, like, the, like, what, third helmet in the game or something like that? And Robo's still got, like, the base weapon. Oh, god dang it ain't this one. Oh man, we do have ethers for sale. I should load up on ethers, but let me make sure I have enough money for... Oh, I also need to heal. I haven't restored my stuff back. How may I help you? What wrong? That animal good food? The black wind howls. One among you will shortly perish. Is it true? What are the percentages? Why did you say such a thing? Yeah, good question. Strange one, but not bad, boy. Yeah, I don't know. If you somehow knew that people were gonna die, is it like a dick move to, like, tell them? Okay, so that heals your things or whatever. Well, I guess it's just... talk to people. Welcome to Nhasa in the magical kingdom of Zeal. We find truth in the bliss of sleep. Dear me, and who might you be? Yeah, I don't know. Don't worry about it, dog. This is the eternal kingdom of Zeal, where dreams can come true. But at what price? Is he, like, right off the bat? They're like, everything is not all, like, honky-dory like it seems. What strange visitors, welcome to Zeal. Is this part of a dream? Queen Zeal rules our magical kingdom. She is without peer in beauty and greatness. I mean, she's like, aight. Queen has given us everything. After the king died, she nurtured magic, which has advanced the kingdom, Z. Okay. Oh yeah, it is the classic, like, oh, got corrupted by the power or whatever. My butterfly dreaming I'm a man? Or a bowling ball dreaming I'm a plate of sashimi. Never assume that what you see and feel is real. Yeah, it's the classic, like, are we actually in base reality? Like, there's the joke where it's like, what if you die and you wake up as an alien holding a bong and your alien friends ask you if you felt it? Truths exist in dreams. Herbal tea, Z, crystal, Z. Do you believe in fate, which means our lives are all predetermined? Oh man, I don't know. This is actually kind of an interesting question. Just because, people will tell you that, like, our behaviors are based on, like, chemical, like, things that go on in our brains. So then it's like, well, if chemical things dictate, like, our behavior, then how can we say that we're responsible for our behaviors? But then it's like, well, obviously we are. And nobody's gonna go and, like, murder somebody and then be like, oh, it's not my fault, and the chemicals in my brain maybe do it. So it's like, are the chemicals in our brain responsible for our behaviors or not? I mean, you ask, like, a woman, like, on her period, she'll tell you that, you know, like, it's well known that, like, women's, like, behavior and stuff, like, changes when they're on their period. Like, it does, like, affect them. But then at the same time, they should still be as accountable for their actions as men. And yet women are allowed to blame their period for, like, their bad behavior and for, like, emotional outbreaks and stuff. And we're all just expected to accept it. But it's like, yeah, well, men have testosterone. But when was the last time, like, a guy tried to get off the hook to be like, oh, it's not my fault I did this, like, violent thing. I had testosterone. I had, like, a chemical. I had, like, a hormone or whatever that, like, made me do it. So, therefore, like, I'm not responsible. Of course, that would be, like, ridiculous. But then when women use their hormonal situation, it's more acceptable to, like, they get away with stuff, like, more easily. Oh, man, I actually don't know if you get a real game over if you die. But, I mean, you see what I'm saying? Okay. I think this is the fight where, they either do one or they do... They either do all of your HP except for one, or they just do the one. So yeah, so I do think it's kind of like bull honky that, like, one gender gets to use hormones to, like, get away with stuff. And yet when the other one tries to do it, it's, like, considered, like, the most, like, ridiculous thing. Like, how dare you? How dare you not take responsibility? You have to take full responsibility for your actions if you're a guy. But if you're a woman, then you have this, like, fallback thing where people will, like, take pity on you. And be like, okay, well, it wasn't 100% your fault. You have these hormones that, like, affect your mood and your behavior and stuff. It's like, yeah, well, men have that too, so how come, okay, yeah. I beat the dead horse, you get the point, right? Jeez. Okay, so I don't need to do all of my, I don't need to heal, like, all of my HP. I just have to be at more than 1. I've gotten pretty lucky so far. This fight can go south, like, real quick. I don't know, I always like that sound, too. I don't know, I always thought that was, like, a satisfying sound. Okay, finally had one of them hit for the 1. I'm actually not entirely sure if the single new in the hunting range does the same thing. Maybe he does? And maybe it's just more dangerous because there's 6 of them for this fight. They definitely have more HP than in the hunting range, because that was, like, super early in the game. And I'm doing, like, 900, and they're, like, surviving. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, I forgot that Robo's in the middle. Okay, please don't die. Okay, thank god. Once I get, like, 1 or 2 more of them dead, I'll feel better. What do you even get for this? Oh, you get the rock. This is one of the rocks. You get the Poyazo dance for this one. I don't know. I did get to a point where you sort of become aware that, like, all of the triple techs, it's basically just, like, it does, like, a different, like, visual effect, but the end result is that the enemies just get numbers. So it doesn't matter if, like, this effect on screen happens and then they get numbers, or this different effect on screen happens and they get numbers. So, like, when you boil it down, like, it really, like, doesn't matter. Okay, well, I mean, this is working. So I guess we'll just keep doing this. I'm probably not even gonna use that stupid rock. So I don't even know why I'm doing this fight. Oh, we did start the 2 weeks off that I mentioned in the other episode. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I don't know, there is that part of me that's like, I have to, like, enjoy it as much as possible. Because, like, there's a good chance that this might be the last time I get 2 weeks off until I retire. Unless there's another, like, economic downturn in, you know, 5 or 10 years or however long it takes. Yeah, so it's actually, like, super duper, like, rare. Like, I'm 40 now, so it's like, wouldn't it be crazy if I don't get 2 more weeks off for the next 25 years? Oh yeah, so it, like, on the one hand, like, it is nice, but on the other hand, it's like, man, this could be, like, the last one. It's, like, so sad. But then on the other hand, it's like, well, I didn't even know a couple months ago, I didn't even know that we were gonna have these, like, 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, multiple times consecutively or whatever. So I wouldn't have even known what I was gonna be, like, missing or whatever. But yeah, I was thinking about doing the, like, the upload, like, the day prior or whatever, instead of, like, a bunch of episodes at once on the weekends. I don't know. Well, that's kind of why I typically don't like talking about what I'm gonna do on the channel, because then if I change my mind, then I have to, like, issue, like, a retraction. So it's like, I don't know, I'll think about it. I did do it a couple of times, so I don't know. I might just do it, like, however I feel like. Like, just because I don't have to, like, fully commit to doing it one way or the other. So it's not necessarily this, like, binary thing. So I just have to, like, keep that in mind, that, like, I do, like, have the flexibility to just do it however I feel at the time. Like, I don't have to, like, fully commit, and now I have to do it that way for at least a year, or, you know, something like that. Okay, good lord. That was like a 5-minute fight. Oh man, 90 tech points. I don't know, I do feel like you get some of the third dual techs, like, too quick. I feel like it's too soon. We just got Volt Bite, and now we already have Falcon Hit, and now Chrono and Ayla have all of their dual techs. I feel like that's, like, too early to have them all. Oh, this isn't even where you get the stupid thing. You get the rock in the other one, because there's the Poyozo doll or whatever, the Poyozo. Okay, did I talk to everybody? Are we good? Let's heal up. I talked to this person. Queen's Palace is at the center of Zeal. From there, she protects the entire world. That's why we can sleep our days away, yawn. I don't know, man. I think, like, falling asleep is, like, better than, like, actually being asleep. The Queen has sealed the elemental weapons in the North Palace. You can see its entrance on the northern continent, but no one is allowed there. I do think that this is, like, kind of weird. It shows this, but you can't get to it. So somehow, when this place, like, collapses, the thing, like, lands. So it's like, well, if that's the case, then how come it's not located on, like, the top of, like, a giant pile of rock? The door to the Northern Palace is sealed with a mysterious energy. Even we, the Enlightened Ones, cannot open it. Okay, well, maybe you're just not enlightened enough, bro. Yeah, I was reading this book about Buddhism, and it said that there's actually, like, multiple stages of enlightenment. There's not just, like, you're either unenlightened or you're enlightened. Apparently, there's, like... Oh, geez, I don't know, like 4 or 5 stages of enlightenment. With, like, and then there's, like, the one that, like, the Buddha achieved was, like, the highest, most perfect form of enlightenment. But then there's also, like, lesser, lower forms of enlightenment as well that you, like, you have to become, like, you have to, like, go, like, up the stages. But then there's also, there's been, apparently, like, I don't know, this is just according to the book. I'm not saying this is true. But according to the book I read, people can also just become, like, spontaneously enlightened and just, like, bypass all of the usual steps that, like, other people have to take, like going up through the steps or whatever of all the other enlightenments is. So I'm like, dang, gotta admit, if I, like, spent my whole life to get to, like, the 2nd or the 3rd level, and then, like, Joe Schmo just, like, bypass me by, like, doing nothing, I'd be a little bit salty, not gonna lie. Everything's A-okay, Sir Dalton. Of course it is, you idiot. Hey, you, what are you doing here? There? I feel like "what are you" is, like, an okay use of the apostrophe R-E. Ha, it was true then. You're the ones the prophet said would come and cause trouble. Let's see how you handled this little situation. I didn't think they'd make it so easy on me, ha. Okay, so what is he actually gonna do? He just says, how are you gonna handle this? And then walks away. I thought he was gonna, like, fight us or something. And also, you cannot get to that lower left one, I don't think. Okay, Kajar. That sounds like a planet in like Star Trek. Oh, God damn it. Okay, where is the freaking store? I'm pretty sure that there's like new weapons. I've got load shields, but I cannot sell them unless the queen says it's okay. Okay, so I don't fully remember, but like, do I have to do something to make the load shields available? And then he'll also have like other stuff too? Those lacking magic has always lived beneath the clouds as the earthbound ones. After all, they lack what we have. Oh, what, being a cunt? This is literally, this is the magical city of Kajar. Why did I, why did I think it said literally? We do experiments for the queen. I should just edit that sentence out. Yeah, if I botch a sentence badly enough, I can actually edit it out. I did that in, oh, what's it called? Your power differs from ours. In you, I sense a strange aura of kindness. In Dynamite Heady, I told a joke and I botched the joke, but then I like stitched it together to make it sound like I didn't botch the joke. It was glorious. Combine the ancient rainbow shell and the sunstone to create incredible weapons and items, but now only the Guru of Life has the skill. Elemental power usage is forbidden. Like all elemental powers? Like even just like shooting lightning? Well then like then what powers do they have then? Oh yeah, you say the same thing. Huh, I wonder what that means. Lance is so content. I wish I could be too. Yeah, so like it is kind of like people are like living this like allegedly, supposedly amazing existence, but like there is like something like that's like they're not like truly happy. Like there is something where they're like not fully like they're not as like content as they're coming off, you know, as you would think they would be. We've been seeing a lot of Janus lately. He appears upset and paces around. It could be the thing that's happening on Earth in real life, where like life has gotten so easy, and yet people are having like more like issues where like some people are now saying that like our lives have gotten so easy, and yet depression and anxiety are like so high now. Like that, like you would think that because we have like such a little chance of like dying or starving to death, you would think that we'd be happy, and yet like having like no problems actually like is sort of like has this like opposite effect to where now people are like more unhappy than ever. How do we come by our skills, and why do others lack them? Who cares? Okay, this is a different thing. My, you've got an unusual aura, so you must possess the skill too. It must be very primitive compared to ours, you poor things. Well, you don't know if it's primitive or not. Okay, I already talked to that person. Talk to them, I think. Oh yeah, we gotta do this thing. I forgot. I talked to these people. His only friend, other than his sister, is that stupid cat. What tempest rages in his head? Now, like, how would they know that? And why is the cat stupid? We've been seeing... Okay, I didn't talk to that. So I talked to that person, but not the other one. Queen Zeal has 2 heirs. Is it Shayla or Shala? I don't know. Shayla makes it sound too much like shallots. So I'll say the one that doesn't sound like shallots. Is it Shayla? Oh, wait, no. Shayla sounds like shallots. Well, actually, Shala sounds more like shallots, but it still seems like better. I don't know. Shayla, that person, is an incredible child who has extraordinary magical powers. Being so gifted, she'll breeze through life. One time I tried to make homemade salad dressing out of shallots. It was not very good. But then like shallots were like the base ingredient. How did you make it? It was like avocado, shallots, and like garlic, and I forget what else, and like lemon juice. It was like 4 or 5 ingredients. Yeah, it was not good. Did you know a moonstone can be recharged if you leave it in the sun? But it takes aeons, so it's unlikely for us to see that gorgeous glow again. Oh yeah, well, it's like, well, how would they know that? A guru once told me that the sunstone could store the almost infinite energy of our sun. But if its energy were used up, it would lose its glow and change into a moonstone. Water summons wind, wind makes fire dance. You don't say. I heard a strange prophet has come to the palace. I don't know the details, but I heard he has uncanny powers. Oops, that's a defective item. Too bad, huh? Ha ha ha. Yeah, no, I can't have that one. I'm working on a tab that will boost magical skill, but my precious products have been disappearing lately. Must be that naughty new that hid them. They love pranks. What can I do? Hey, you can walk right up to him and you can kick him in the nuts. I heard Shayla's powers far exceed those of her mother. And there's her stepbrother, Janice. He's of royal blood, but he doesn't seem to have a speck of magic. So how does he end up getting magic later in the game, I wonder? Zeal's advances stem from a new energy source. Its power surpasses that of the elements. The gurus of life, time, and reason live in Zeal. Their skill and knowledge is supreme. Well, they weren't supreme enough to know, like, that it was gonna F up the queen. Okay, are we good? We're good to go, right? Also, what the heck is this thing? I mean, I'm guessing it's just like a decorative thing, but like, what's it supposed to be like a decorative, like, object of? Is it one of those things where it's just like a nothing? It's just like a thing that's not supposed to be like based on anything? The Ocean Palace lies deep beneath the waves. It's a symbol of the Queen's power. Queen is the source of light, which sustains all living things. Queen Zeal the Great. Yeah, well, I'm gonna F her up. The Earthbound ones are being allowed to work on the construction of the palace, so they do have a purpose after all. Indeed, the great aeroplane Blackbird with which Balthasar built. When it soars into the sky, it looks alive. Balthasar is truly a genius. The construction of the Ocean Palace is behind schedule. Eternal Palace beneath the waves. It'll be a sight to see when it's done. Okay, yeah, so we got grunts doing the grunt work. But, yeah, I mean, it's just the nature. It's the nature of the beast, man. Like, shit is always gonna need to be shoveled. And all the shit jobs, they're always gonna need to be done, you know? Okay. Zeal Palace. I don't know, it's pretty, like, precarious. It looks like you could just, like, nudge it and it would just, like, tip over. And this place is a bit more eerie. Got the eerie music going. This is the Queen's Palace, the center of Zeal Kingdom, which makes this the center of the universe. Oh man, I don't know about that. Huh. You know, I always thought these were like stools. If so, why is there a stool like right here? Shouldn't it be like by the table? That pendant of yours, it looks like Shayla's, but it doesn't glow. The Queen's two heirs, Shallow and Janice, get along so well. If only Janice would open up to others. Oh yes, the classic men need to open up. And then when they do, they're like, oh, you're such a good friend. Use the Queen's Hall to get to the Ocean Palace, which is under construction. Why would he just, like, tell me that? The source of our energy lies deep below the sea. Oh, god damn it, I forgot to get the thing from the other place. Okay, hold on, let's get that. Okay, got it on the first try. I just guessed. I knew the fire one was last, because the door opens with it, like, on screen. Found something strange. But a black rock is inside. Why was there such a long delay? Why does it take so long for it to actually, like, give it to you or whatever? Okay, so will you really not sell me anything? You really won't sell me anything, you bitch. Oh, okay, fine. So we actually have to, like, do some stuff before we can get the shop. Oh, are we gonna get to go to the Earthbound village? There's a shop there, too. Does that have the last stuff you can buy in the game? I think there might be a new in the Ocean Palace. It's kind of like the that toad in Mario RPG at the very end. And that's like the one place you can buy max mushrooms from. Maybe it's one of those where like at the end of it, you can, wait, I'm pretty sure you can buy like vigil hats too. This will take you to the bedroom. Okay, well you don't need to exist to tell me that. The queen must have borne pain and sorrow in silence. No pain, no gain. Zeal too was born out of much sacrifice and work. You know, I never noticed. The seal that's on those locked doors, it's the same seal that's like here on the wall. I don't think I ever noticed that. It's kind of cool. Hello. Shallow's pendant was made from the same red rock as the Mammon machine. When she chants, the pendant glows. Shala! Oh, you're back, Janice. Is something wrong? The black wind. Oh no, not the black wind. The thing that's like, that no one can feel except certain people. Except how do you know it's like real? You feel it too? Don't worry, it'll be alright. Like how can it like be blowing like inside? Now hold on to this. What is it? It's kind of amulet. If something should happen, it'll protect you. Okay. I wish I could be with you always, but Mother has other plans. She's not our mother. She looks like Mother, but inside she has changed. Still, I can't. Janice, I'm sorry. Wait, why can't you? Quit being a puss. Excuse me, Highness. Man, dead ass. The Queen asked for your immediate presence at the Ocean Palace. Alright. Well, Janice, I'll be going. Alright, see ya. Oh, who might you be? Miss Shayla, please hurry. If you're late, I'll be punished. Oh, yes, I'm sorry. You know, she'd be, like, pretty if someone did, like, if someone, like, drew her. I mean, even if she was, like, fully clothed, she would, like, look all, like, pretty and, like, elegant and whatnot. Go away. Don't waste your time. Alphador only likes me. Alphador. That's kind of a cool, like, a lavender, like, purplish colored cat. It's kind of cool looking. Okay, did I talk to all the people? The completion of the Ocean Palace will allow Zeal to last forever. And there will be no fear or sadness, just eternal peace. Oh man, I don't know, man. Might not be all it's cracked up to be, dog. Did you know that Balthasar, the Guru of Reason, has secret rooms in Nhasa and Kajar? It's like, well, they're not secret if you're just, like, telling everyone. What is this guy's sprite? Does he have, like, a handlebar mustache and he's, like, wearing, like, glasses? Is that what that is? Am I looking at that right? Ask the Queen if, or the Gurus if you want to know about the Mammon Machine and the Ocean Palace. But just between us, she probably won't give you the time of day. I mean, she's not that bad. I mean, she could just, like, kill me where I stand. That man's a newcomer, but his accurate prophecies earn the Queen's trust. He's a drifter. He's not one of us enlightened ones, nor of the earthbound ones either. Well, look at that. Earthbound ones are still important enough to be capitalized. What does that tell you? Can you scratch my back? Thanks. You got it. Phew. Phew, thank you. Oh man, there's a lot of reading in this episode. I think this is the part where, or like, this is like the part of the game where there's like the most people to talk to. Which, I mean, I don't mind talking to people, but it's like a lot. Even Balthasar is gone after designing the Blackbird in the Ocean Palace. How strange that the three gurus who guide Zeal have all disappeared. Oh yeah, just a pure coincidence, I'm sure. They say that Gaspar, the Guru of Time, continues his work on some deserted island. He's making a Chrono Ninja.
He said it! He said it!
Or Time Egg or something, but no one has seen him for ages. Okay, can we go, please? This connects to the Queen's Hall. The Earth is alive, and it has changed over the eons. Flat lands into mountains, from mountains into oceans. You may find D-Way, that is, if you could pass aeons of time, at the Forbidden Palace or the Sun Keep. I don't know, it is kind of, like, strangely, like, specific for him to, like, say that to me. This leads to the Hall of the Mammon Machine. Okay. So why is he, like, blocking it if he's willing to, like, get out of the way? Maybe he's not guarding it. Maybe he just happened to be there. The prophet's aura is full of hatred and sorrow. He'll destroy himself and those he loves. Beyond is the Hall of the Mammon Machine. Incredible energy of Lavos pervades it. The Mammon Machine, you came to see it? I thought so. Feel the flow of the mighty Lavos' power. Oh, I feel faint. But here, how about you faint onto this dick? Does he not have a sideways facing? Oh, he does. Okay, so is that like glasses? He's got like his hands like behind his back. But yeah, lots of freaking reading, man. I don't know. It's like the more reading I do, like the more often I'm gonna like mess up. I can only read so much before statistically I'll like botch a word or a sentence or read a thing wrong. So I'm sitting here going like, boy, I messed up like a lot of words. It's like, yeah, well, I've been doing more reading than in the other episodes, so I guess it stands to reason, right? I don't know. I feel like I'm actually not like that good at reading stuff, to be honest. The three gurus, I mean, like, I obviously I can read and I'm like okay at it, but it's like I don't feel like I'm like that good at it, you know. The three gurus made the Mammon Machine from the royal family's red rock. Melchior, who has studied much about Lavos, was in charge of the plans, but then he disappeared. Oh man, all the people just disappeared, just poof. Magic strong enough to control the extraction of energy is needed to control the Mammon Machine. I do think it's kind of weird how we can just like waltz in here. It's like, oh yeah, it's just here, just unguarded. Like I'm just allowed to just like run around in this place, like willy-nilly, like no one cares. This is the source of Zeal's strength. Yeah, you would think that the source of Zeal's strength would be like guarded more heavily. The Mammon Machine, it draws and magnifies the infinite power of Lavos. Well, how could it be magnified if it's already infinite? If the Mammon Machine is moved to the Ocean Palace, we can extract even more energy from Lavos. The ultimate dream of eternal youth and life is now possible. O Almighty Queen, our kingdom of Zeal will reign forever. Okay, well, it's not actually infinite, because, like, why wouldn't the Queen just, like, put some of the infinite power in herself and then be completely, like, unkillable? And yet we're gonna be, like, able to kill her. So it's like, well, she's not, like, invincible. She's not all-powerful. Like, we don't even have... Oops. Like, we don't even have any sort of, like, thing that would, like, put us, like, on her level. And yet we're able to, like, take her out just by, like, grinding from, like, regular enemies. I mean, like, we do have, like, some magic or whatever, but it's like we're not... Like when you play, like, God of War, like, you had to get the thing. You had to get, like, Pandora's box in order to be strong enough to, like, take on a god. So it's like, well, we're not going to have anything that like that, and yet we're still going to be able to, like, challenge the Queen with just, like, our regular-ass, like, weapons. When the Mammon Machine was finished, the Queen changed almost overnight. Just between us, I heard that anyone who opposes her, and not just the Earthbound ones, vanishes. Melchior, who opposed the Queen's plans, has vanished. You're not thinking what I am, are you? Okay, so everybody knows what's up, or they know something's up, but they're like, okay, we can't, like, question it, because then we'll disappear too. I wonder how Old Man Melchior is. Humans are so odd. I want to be the win, Massa. Oh, you will someday. Big Sister Doreen's at Inhasa again. Yeah, that's because she likes dreams. Oh, so they only dream in that one place, I wonder? I like the wind better, whoosh. It is kind of weird how it's like a conversation that like goes like longer than you would think. Like they're talking amongst each other after I do the initial like starting of the conversation. I wonder why the chain part of the necklace glows. Don't you think the pendant part of it would be like the sparkly part? No one may enter while the Queen is away at the Ocean Palace. Your pendant, it looks just like Shayla's. I heard that when Miss Shala communes with the Mammon Machine, her pendant starts to glow. To open the door from the outside, an item like Shayla's pendant is needed to break the seal. Your pendant, it looks just like Shayla's. Okay, you say the same thing. Strange, how come? This door has a strong defense mechanism. Did they each say the same thing, or did they say like part of the same thing? Not entirely sure. I don't know. It's hard to read, and it's also sometimes hard to, like, pay attention to what you're reading. And also, I've been reading so much that, like, I don't know if, like, my attention span can, like, hold out. Luckily, we are done. Oh man, we're at an episode. I just ran around and talked to people for the whole episode. Okay, so what am I supposed to actually do to progress? Do I have to go to the, oh, I have to, I'm pretty sure I have to go to the Mammoth machine and, like, charge it. And everyone just, like, watches it happen and, like, no one says anything. Yeah, you have to get the little scene where Shala does the thing, and now we can charge it, and now we can go in. Okay, so stuff is gonna go down when we go in here. So let me make a save state. We'll call it. Okay, so next time we'll go in here, and yeah, shit's gonna go down, and yeah, I will see you then. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.